Welcome to our podcast. What she said.
Hey, this is Audrey, and this is Courtney, and we are the Girls of 95.
Yeah. Girls of 95. Yeah. Yeah. Girls of 95. Oh, yeah.
Hi, welcome back to the Girls of 95. Today, you're going to be hearing from me and Emily because Audrey is out at sea while we're recording this, and we're just going to have a lot of crazy stuff going on. It's my summer, so I'm going to go home and see my family for a couple weeks, and literally the day I get back, or the day I leave, is when Audrey gets back from her little vacation she's on right now with some friends. And then I get back, and like 3 days later, she's literally moving to Tallahassee. So we're kind of just, you might see some episodes where we're not both in it. We're gonna try to do a mix and get some episodes in before we are 4 hours apart. But for now, I have a returning guest. Yay! My roommate Emily and one of my best friends. So today we are gonna be doing. I don't know if you guys are familiar. Some of our listeners don't know. We know that we talk about TikTok all the time. TikTok has like literally such a hold on me and Audrey. It's not healthy. Like I've asked her multiple times just the question, not even asking about TikTok, like what is your worst habit? And she always says TikTok. Do you feel like...
She has always said that.
Which she has worst habits. I'm going to roast her now here. But no, I'm just kidding. But I do feel like it's bad. If you're someone that like... you have some time on your hands, I feel like TikTok is a good way to waste time. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's a more productive form of social media, though, because I feel like I get ideas about, like, things to do with my house or things to cook. Not that I do that much, but I feel like it's better than, like, Snapchat or
Snapchat is literally
sometimes.
freaking, that's the literally pits of hell version like of social media.
That's what I'm
Snapchat
saying.
is the worst.
At least on TikTok, you're getting like
I will
5 to 9 after my 9 to 5 or like
yeah.
routine or something.
So I feel like maybe that's because it's still in kind of like the beginning stages too. Like I feel like every social media platform, except I don't know about Facebook, but Instagram I'm talking about specifically because I feel like at first Instagram kind of is that too a little bit, or at least you can get that from Instagram. But TikTok depends on what side of TikTok you're on. Like when I first downloaded TikTok, I liked the videos that felt like Vine, because that's like what I had Vine whenever I was in high school, and it was so funny, just like stupid little random clips. I do love that, but I get literally so many. I feel like I get embarrassed now whenever I'm having a conversation with somebody. I'll be like, yeah, and then whatever I'm talking about, I'm like, yeah, I saw a TikTok, and then I go into whatever I was going to say. Because all my ideas are based off of freaking something I saw on TikTok.
I saw something that said, insert, I saw a TikTok with, I read an article about, and nobody will ever know. Like, say I read an article about.
And they're like, oh, send me that article, and I just send a TikTok.
You're like, oh, I didn't save it.
Oh, yeah, sorry. It's
But
gone
you
now.
can
Just Google
probably
it.
find it.
Yeah, but no, that's so true. Because it makes me feel like I don't sound intelligent. Do you know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
Because I'm spreading so much information, or all my information. I'm like, yeah, did you hear this interesting thing, or see this interesting thing, or this recipe, or whatever. I follow a lot of like, style inspo and things like that too. So I'm like, yeah, did you see this store had this whatever? And I'm like, yeah, I saw it on TikTok like every time. I'm like, oh my gosh.
You read an article?
I read an article, guys. I did read some articles. I have been reading some articles in the form of TikToks.
Yeah.
So anyway, this is kind of where we got this idea. I'm on like this TikTok trend right now. And it's funny because there's all sorts of trends on TikTok that I never see. Like that I'll hear somebody else talking about.
Yeah, that's how this was for me.
Really?
Yeah.
So you've never seen one? I don't know how why I'd seen it. I don't know. It wasn't anybody that like I follow or even like their videos where it was like someone that was showing up again. But there's a trend on TikTok right now, or for example, you'll give a scenario. So you'll say, like for us, since we're girls and we're straight, we'll say like he's a 10, but all of his Hinge profile pictures are of him holding a fish. Yeah. Okay.
We did not talk about that.
We didn't either. But it's just like, so then you're like, okay, now knowing that information, what is their new rating? So basically, it's like they look like a 10. But like, here's a little bit more about them. What are they? Like, rate them now. And it's so funny because literally girls and guys are going on there and roasting the opposite sex. Like, because it's so many things. I don't know. I've kind of asked like the guys I know. I'm like, do you get icks with girls? Because with guys, I feel like it's the minority that I'm not icked out.
Yeah.
Like
for
I
sure.
usually have the ick when I'm talking to a guy. At least one that I'm like trying to figure out if it's like romantic or something like that, or if I'm interested. It's like every time I have the ick, except sometimes I don't, and then I'm like, okay, well then I'll keep hanging out with you or whatever. That's a rare occurrence. So anyway, but I was asking, I was like, do guys get like icks like that? And I'm sure they do, but I just don't think they think about it like we do.
Yeah.
Like, and they're like, what do you mean ick? I'm like what's a turn off? Right? Is that the same kind of thing?
Yeah.
But it's not always like a big
it's not
thing.
even like, yeah, it's just something little. It's like,
Yeah, you're like, ooh, that was, the way you said that was kind of icky. But there are like actual substantial things. And that's kind of what we're going to be doing today. So we're going to be doing some of those scenarios. I texted like 3 or 4 of my closest friends, not including Audrey because she's sailing the 7 seas. But she literally is. They keep sending me, what did they, freaking Kyle sent me something the other day. It was like Audrey Ryan's face. It was like a video up close and the caption said Courtney Sharts. And it was in quotations, like somebody said that. Like, I was like, I'm honestly honored that you're even talking about me. Like, even if you're talking shit on me while you're out on your vacation. Yeah, like for real. I'm just honored that I'm even a topic of conversation amongst your friend group right now. Like, that's amazing. Anyways, but yeah, so that's what we're going to do. So I asked my little sister Haley. I asked one of my best friends Morgan, one of my good friends Becca, and then, is that it? Those 3 people? Anyway, we compiled a little list, and Emily's not heard any of them, but it's really funny because some of them are just funny regardless, but some of them are funny too because it's like, I know they sent it with like somebody in mind. So I was literally dying reading whenever they're coming through. I'm like, oh my God, that's so freaking funny. Also, you have to consider that I'm from a small town in rural Missouri, so the people that I'm texting are from the same area as me. So some of them are like people that you've like seen driving down the road or something like that. Before I literally get into this though, I have to tell you something so funny. So Emily and I were talking like before I just made dinner. Do you need to eat dinner right now?
no.
Is your food ready?
It wasn't as extravagant as yours.
Whatever.
was.
Do you need to eat?
No, it was spaghetti.
You've made it. There's cooked spaghetti over there?
Well, I ate it, but
You ate it?
it was cooked, yeah.
Okay, good. So, but you ate.
Yeah.
That's okay. I'm just making sure. I'm like, wait, am I just like, we got to start right now. You don't get to eat dinner. No, okay. So I was talking to Emily and I was talking to Haley on FaceTime. And for some reason, like the past couple days, on and off, but like literally I'm starving. Like from the moment I wake up, I'm not someone that eats breakfast at all. Like I'll have like an iced coffee or something like that. Like there's something in my stomach, but I'm not someone who like sits down and has a meal at breakfast or really even a snack. Like the most I will do is eat like a piece of fruit, like a banana or something. And I honestly haven't even done that in months. So I know it's not because I'm like, oh, it's breakfast time or something like that. But I've literally, like today, I've been starving and kind of cranky like the whole day. And I just visited Haley and she was like, I was telling her this, I'm like, I'm literally starving. Like, I feel like I could not stop eating. Like, all I could think about is, like, what's in my fridge right now or what snacks do I have? Literally, and it was just random stuff. Like, at one point, I was just digging through and eating those banana chips and eating the freaking granola stuff and eating.
That's about all we got in our
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I made myself kind of a good little lunch. But anyway, I've just been starving the entire day is the point. Like, nothing can satisfy me. So I had to run to Target and I had to run to Audrey's to get this recording stuff too. Anyway, I literally made myself a bag of popcorn to eat popcorn in my car on the road because I'm like, I literally can't leave this house without a snack. I'm starving. I'm so hungry. All I've done is eat all day. It doesn't matter. I'm so hungry. So literally I'm driving down the road, like eating popcorn like a 300-pound man, like literally shoveling popcorn in my mouth and driving.
Always.
Yeah, I literally was like, and of course, just like every other time that I eat popcorn, but now specifically when I'm driving and eating with one hand, of course, from the journey from the bag to my mouth, some popcorn falls in my car, and so it's like in my passenger seat. It was like three or four pieces. It wasn't like I literally just dropped like a half bag of popcorn or something. It wasn't a catastrophe. But it went like a little bit went in my seat or something, or like down in like the cup holder, and then I like right in that little center console area. And I was like, whatever. I just like finished the bag, and I was just gonna pick it up after because I'm like, there may be more that falls, whatever. And so then I was like, okay, I finished my bag of popcorn, literally like licking my freaking fingers off, and then I go and I'm like eating the pieces that are while I'm driving, by the way, like eating the pieces that I'm seeing like in my seat and in the cup holder, and then I see one that's like in the front of the center console. There's like a little area like stick my sunglasses and stuff, and I see a little piece there, and I pop it in my mouth. It was the last piece too, and it was a freaking rolled up straw wrapper.
Wait, that's so funny.
It was like, like spat it out.
That's really funny.
I was like, fabulous. That just shows, like, don't eat like a freaking pig, okay? You might eat a straw wrapper. Like, I was one lucky once because I spit it out. But what if I had ingested it?
It's really understandable, though. Like, I get it.
It definitely, like, the looking like a piece of popcorn is understandable, but I like chewing. I was like, because I was like, is this a stale piece of pop? There's no way this is a stale piece of popcorn because this popcorn's like a fresh bag. And I was like, and yeah, it was freaking piece of straw wrapper rolled up. Anyway, so that has nothing to do with what we're about to talk about, but it was just a fun little quip. You know, I live for the fun little quips.
It was a good addition.
Okay, so Emily, like I said, has not heard any of these, and I really want to shout out to my besties for coming in clutch because they're so funny. Literally.
I'm so excited.
Okay, so I'm going to give you what they look like. I'm going to give you the little extra information, and you got to tell me what you would rate them after, and I'll do the same, and we can, like, chat about it if we want. Or if you just...
Deal.
We're probably not going to speed round because you know that's not how I work. I never run out of things to say. Okay. Okay, so starting off easy. He's a 6, but he thinks ketchup is spicy.
See, this is coming from me who genuinely thinks everything is spicy. But ketchup to me is like, I don't like ketchup, by the way.
But if you were literally on a date with
water.
somebody.
So I think that dude would then become a 2.
Yeah, because you're like, okay, I know. You're thinking it's like bland and just kind of watery.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
And this guy's like, that's spicy. And you're like, I'm thinking of a bad word.
I have...
Starts with a P. Ends with E.
I no longer am available for this date.
Yeah, okay, so we went from a 6 to a 2. Yeah, I think if I was like on a date with somebody, I'm just imagining like literally going like squirting ketchup for my fries and then be like, this ketchup's spicy. Like, like, you know what I'm saying?
It's a 1.
Somebody have water, I'm like, ew. Also, though, I'm such a foodie, so I'm like, if someone has like 0 tolerance for anything and just like literally you can't even, ketchup's too spicy for you, you don't sound like a good time. No. Anyway, okay, so that was a funny one though. Of course Morgan sent that one too because she's like super into like cooking, and she has a blog. I'll link it in the show notes because it's really freaking cute, and she's got a lot of good recipes on there and a cute little like story behind it and stuff too. Okay. He's a 10, but backs into every parking spot. So he has to back up into every parking spot instead of just pulling in.
I'm not going to lie. I can't drive or park. So that doesn't really affect me.
Okay, but he's a 10, so it wouldn't change. So he's still a 10?
Yeah. It's not like it's keeping it at a 10, but it's not detracting. I personally like that's kind of impressive. I can't even park normal. After 5 tries.
No,
my average is 6 to 7, I would say.
Yeah. The kicker for me on this one is that he backs into every parking spot. So if he was a 10 and then one time he needed to back into a parking spot and he did a good job, I'd be like,
Yeah, I guess
I'd be like,
sheesh. In that context.
But, but if it's every time, you know, he's just doing it to be like whip it. And be like,
that's not what I was thinking about.
Yeah, no, he was like, he's trying to be like a cool guy. So if he was a 10, I'm like I'm just imagining I'm out with some guy and I think he's hot, but literally he keeps just backing every spot that he doesn't need to back into. I'm just look at him like, yeah, that'd probably bring him down to like a 7.5 or 8 for me. If he was really hot fair. And he had other things going for him. Yeah. But that's just, we don't like a cocky guy.
No, we don't.
No, we don't.
We don't.
A cocky girl will beat out a cocky guy any day. Do you know what I'm saying?
Coming from a cocky girl. No, I'm just
Coming
kidding.
from two cocky girls.
Where this thing from? But
Just kidding. We're like, we were literally just like, we're so ugly before this. I literally was like,
true.
I'm such a fat lord. All I've done is eat all day. And I am super bloated and feeling kind of icky, but it's fine.
Not at all.
But we're still 10s. Okay. He's a 3, but he's an incredible cook. Hard. It's a hard one.
I mean, a 3 in every other way.
How much does being a really good cook matter to you, as I'm saying? It doesn't make him a 10, obviously. It doesn't mean it's like dead ringer, but I'm like, it obviously boosts you some points.
It does. A 5?
I was going to say a 6. If he's a really good cook, that's like a 5 or 6 for sure.
Yeah.
Like, it wouldn't change probably. Like, I wouldn't be like, about to jump on that or something.
Yeah.
But I'd be like, whoa, okay. I just thought you were a dweeb a second ago, but now you're like really good at cooking. That's cool. Like, he
Yeah.
makes them a little more interesting or something.
Yeah.
Okay, so good one, Morg. All right, back at ya. Okay, he's a 5, but he only owns knee-length cargo shorts. 0. He goes to 0 for me. He was already a 5.
Respectfully, yeah, 1 at best.
Like, and I'm not someone, like, you don't have to be the best, like, the most stylish person in the world. Also, sorry, I can keep doing this. I have a rat tail.
It's a very tiny rat tail.
Anyways, but it's really bugging me. What was I saying? Oh yeah, style isn't everything, and I don't expect a guy to be like the most snazzy dresser or something like that, but cargo shorts only.
In 2022.
No, because you know it's not. I mean, even when Justin Bieber wears his weird stuff, it's weird. But it's just, I'm thinking of like, you have a pocket knife in it. That's the cargo short I'm thinking of. Not like you're a celebrity and you wear weird stuff because you gotta.
You're a celebrity.
Yeah, you're a
You can do
celebrity and
that.
you can do that. I'm thinking of the guy who's like, he's probably also got like black crew socks on with his white tennis shoes. You know what I'm saying?
Good night.
Like that's what I'm picturing. Just because, just from the cargo
Had to leave the
shorts.
frame.
Yeah, that wasn't okay. So he got a 0 from me because he was already a 5. Like he went
that's
all the way down to
understandable.
like it's not happening ever for you. Sorry, sir. Okay,
Sorry.
good one though. But see what I'm saying? My girls come in clutch. Like they came with really good ones.
They did.
Okay, he's an 8, but he smacks his food.
-5. I'm that person who I read. I saw on TikTok.
She read an
that,
article. She listened to an article.
that it's like a psychological disorder if you are bothered by the sound of people chewing, and I have that psychological disorder. I can't. No.
I feel like I should get Haley on the phone because Haley is like so mean about that. Like if she hears you
It
swallow,
like makes my bones bleed.
yeah. I mean, I don't
It's
like it.
bad.
I don't like it, but I also am just like, if I can tell it's just me like picking at something, like I can just hear somebody chewing, then I'm like, okay, that's my problem. I'm being a psycho. They're just chewing.
No, but smack.
But like literally,
just on top of like it already bothers me when I know it shouldn't. Then like smacking.
no, yeah, no, we don't like guys that smack their food. That's icky.
No, we don't.
Honestly, I'd rather have a guy that talks with food in his mouth. Like, just like you're just talking and sometimes you have a bite.
Yeah.
I do that. That's why I say that.
No, I do that too. I put my
Right,
hand
you're just like,
this, but
I don't. I'm
will
just
do
like,
it.
but anyway. Yeah, smacking your food though, that's like, but the type of person that smacks their food, like there's a level of confidence you have to be a food smacker. Because to me, I'm like, I know when I'm talking with food in my mouth. It's not like an accident. I'm just like, I have something to say. I'm also eating, and it's not going to stop me from saying this thing right now in this social setting. Because it's like,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be proper or something. But it's still a bad habit, ladies. Don't do it. And gents, don't do that. Anyway, but also sometimes you get little food bits that spit out.
Ooh.
She's
This is the ick.
respectfully, no. She's moving out. she moves out. She literally is like, I'm packing my bags. I come back from being gone for 2 weeks. Your room is cleaned out. My bags are packed. She packs up my things. Okay. So what do we give him though? A 2?
-5.
I think I'm going with a 2 because I think there's
Our negative's out of the question.
I think the lowest you can go is a 0.
0.
You can say -5, but then you have to be like, yeah, actually 0.
Yeah, no, but 0.
Yeah, but that's a clear line of you cross a line, buddy. If you're smacking your food, that's icky boy stuff.
Very icky.
Okay, this one will hold a lot of weight with me, so I'm curious as to what you'll say because we'll get into it in a minute. He's a 4, but he knows all the lines from Hot Rod. She doesn't care about movies.
I don't know anything about movies unless it's Aquamarine.
Or some Disney. You know some of my Disney references. No, honestly, this just goes to show how much I like Emily for how strong of a personality she has as far as like good things going for her because knowing my references and like movie quotes and things like that, that's like literally a good 40% of my personality is just like quoting freaking TV shows and movies that I've seen. And yeah, she hasn't seen any. Like she honestly won't even sit down and watch a movie.
I physically can't. I fall asleep. My body just gets up.
I don't care if you
from
fall
the couch.
asleep. I honestly, if we watch Hot Rod and you fell asleep, maybe you would catch some of the stuff that I say before you fall
That's
asleep.
fine. I'm willing to do that.
Anyway.
Also, the Lizzie McGuire movie.
Oh my god, I love it. I've
That's
seen that
one
movie
that I
literally
can watch
200
every time
times.
as well.
There's no way. I have not seen that movie 200 times.
It's so good.
It is so good. It really is so good.
I'm willing to make Hot Rod 3rd for you.
Yay! No, that was literally an integral part of like my friend group, like me, Haley, Audrey, and Morgan in high school. Like that was our like the most important thing to us was that movie.
I love that.
And we dressed up, Audrey dressed up as Rod. She's not here, but we're talking about her and
We love her.
we're thinking of her in these dark times when she's not here. But she dressed up as Rod Kimball, which is the main character.
Wait, yes, I've seen.
Yeah, I'll have to post the
photos.
pictures, but literally, like, people at school didn't recognize her. They thought she was a boy. It was so funny. I just
committed to the
remember she did commit to the character, and she was acting like a freaking nutcase the whole day, and I was just living for it. Like, I am that friend that's like, when my friend's doing something wacky or crazy, I'm like, like, I don't care if nobody else gets it. I don't care if they all think we look stupid. I'm just like, this is the freaking best moment of my life. I'm having so much fun right now. Like, screw all of you guys. Okay, this one is probably important to both of us.
Okay.
He's a 6. Oh wait, I didn't say the Hot Rod one.
You just said.
What I rate him?
Oh.
I don't think I rated it. I just said a bunch of stuff.
I said it didn't matter to me because I don't know movies.
Okay, so he's still a 4 to you.
Yeah.
Okay, I think
Doesn't
if
hurt
he
either
was like,
way.
he's a 4, but he really like knew the movie, it'd probably be like a 6.
That's fair.
Yeah, you're a 4.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not going.
2 is a lot
one
from a
movie, you
4.
know, one movie that everybody should know anyway. Okay, he's a 6, but quotes song lyrics to you of your fave band. Here's my thing. I don't want anyone quoting a lyric to me, but if they know the words to the song, that's how I'm going to take this, because I don't want anyone to say the lyrics to me, like to speak them to me. That's a 0.
I would roll out of the frame in real life.
He's like, Jesus, take the wheel. But like you put on your favorite song and you realize he knows it too. He was a 6. He went to a 9 for me. Or an 8 or a 9. Like that means so much to me.
Yeah, I'd say 9.
Because you're like, wow, we really connect on this. And if music's important to you, which it is to me,
Yes.
then yeah, like as soon as I realize they like the same type of music as me or we have the same taste in music, I'm like,
And the realm goes beyond
Hello.
like pop country.
yeah.
Like that means a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. If it's like, oh, you don't just know songs on the radio,
Which I don't even hate a good country song here and there, but it's like that can't be your whole personality.
that's a thing
Like, your
though. That's a thing.
whole-
People who love country music, that most
It
time
is.
is their personality.
It is.
It's like country music and then popular songs on the radio. They don't do any digging. That's what I'm saying. You
Yeah.
gotta like do some reflecting.
You do.
None of these, I promise you, none of those songs are stirring you quite like a good indie song will.
No.
Alternative song.
And I live by that.
I live by that too. I really do. My life is a movie sometimes because I just listen to that music. driving down the road.
It's the only way to live.
Okay. So yeah, that was like a couple point jump. That was at least a 2 to 3 point jump for me. Okay.
I agree.
He's a 6, but he's gay.
At first I was gonna say
that one.
a 0 because I was thinking of it as in like a dating way, but
That's
honestly,
how you're
if
saying
I met
it.
any straight man and then found out he was gay, he goes to a 10 because it's like
But if you're trying to date him,
I mean, if
you're in a relationship with him, and you're,
I mean,
you're
I'm not
going
dating just to date at this time in my life.
right. So
I'm
that's the
trying to
thing.
get a
You're
ring on my
literally
finger eventually,
yeah.
so then-
This is going as far as like how interested are you? Like what would you rate him? Not like do I like him as a person?
I got really thrown off because I was like, a man that I'm dating, 0. And then I was like, but a man, and he's the best kind of man. Okay, he's a 10. But
Now he's my
that's my
bestie.
answer, yeah. Romantically, 0, just because it
Yeah,
can't
and he's a
physically work
6,
out.
so I'm like
But,
I'm
like-
shining
Yeah.
because I'm at least a 7, guys.
Court is a 15
Woo!
out of 10
Just
at
kidding.
the least.
No, I'm gonna say this because okay, I have a really funny TikTok idea that is about this. So I'm gonna bully a man into making it with me because I've been talking about it with this specific person. And I already told Emily about this idea, but I didn't tell you what I wanted it to say. I was literally talking to Haley about it earlier because it's like people do these on TikTok, but I've seen one where it's like the person starts describing themselves. And it's so funny. And I wanted to be like, I wanted to do a couple. I honestly like, it'd be so funny. Should I just call and be like, hey, just ask?
That would be really funny.
I'm like, okay, listen. 3 men have told her that she's an 8 to her face, including her ex-boyfriend. She doesn't have a good job, a well-paying job, but she's doing God's work. She's a little gassy, and she's had some trauma, so she's got a good personality. Why'd you write that?
Wait, I need to figure out what mine is because I like that.
I'm making a TikTok, guys. I hope it goes viral because I think it's so good. Maybe it's just me thinking I'm the funniest person. But
No, you have what it takes.
that's a great idea, right?
Yeah.
Also, can we backpedal? And I said, literally, my ex-boyfriends told me to my face I was an 8. And Levi Royer in 6th grade. Levi? It's okay. I'm fine with
Levi,
being an
we're
8.
coming for ya.
Levi. Yeah. I'll be Levi. Anyways. Yeah. Okay, he's a 9, but he hates babies.
I feel like I'm the outlier in all of these because I have less of the baby fever that I feel like most girls do. So maybe maybe he just stays the same at this time.
I know, but like hates kids. Hates babies that literally are doing nothing. It's not like a 10-year-old that's like
Babies,
a baby.
he
You're
goes
like,
to
get
a
that baby
7.
away from me. Like,
yeah, that's toxic.
I'm like,
7.
that's red flag stuff. It doesn't have like for me that would be like a 1.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be that dramatic for you, but it definitely should deduct some points because you're like,
Yeah.
it's like I hate sunsets.
Yeah, that is insane.
I hate
The
like
same
pretty
now.
days. Like, they're just a baby.
Yeah.
I'm just a baby. That's the insert that sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't care how hot you are. If you hate babies, I hate you. Hate babies? Not like you're not, like you don't want kids. Like you hate babies. That's
Yeah,
dramatic.
That is dramatic.
I'm like, okay, you sound toxic. You sound like a toxic man. Okay. He's a 9, but he files his nails in public. These women that I know, I'm telling you, they've experienced
been
some,
through some stuff.
they've seen some dark days. That's going to be a 2, a strong 2
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
What about guys that blow their nose at the table? He's a 9. Yeah, he's a 9, but he blows his nose at the table in a restaurant.
A 1.
0.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm like,
0.
unless you're literally like, I mean, you don't blow it. I might go like this or something and like wipe my nose if I'm like, my nose is running so bad. I'm like, instead of snot running down my face.
But straight up,
Like,
no.
oh wait, my nose ring just flipped out. Yeah, that's not okay. I literally like,
Okay.
every time I'm in around somebody, I'm like, oh. Shocked. Yeah, so that's a what'd I say? Files nails. Files nails was a 2, but blows nose is like a 1 or 0. That's really not okay. He's a 2, but he likes Tame Impala.
A 6.
Like, dude, you got something going on for you. Yeah, I'm gonna say a 6.
Yeah.
Cause
That makes
like,
a difference.
yeah, maybe he's. I feel like maybe he's a snazzy dresser too. I'm adding things, but like as soon as you say
No,
one thing,
but
I'm
it,
like,
like-
I'm thinking of that guy. He's like an ugly guy, but he's like kind of cool.
Yeah, no, it gives you like their personality. He's like kind of quiet and like mysterious.
Yeah, he probably like knows a lot about music. Maybe he plays an instrument,
Yeah.
like a guitar.
He definitely
Obviously,
has
he plays guitar, but
Spotify
not like
and
he's
not
like
Apple
freaking.
Music.
He's not playing freaking like. I don't even know, whatever the like. He's not playing like metal.
Yeah, for sure.
Nothing against metal. I'm just saying it's like I want like that's what I like is an indie type
Yeah.
guitar person.
Agreed.
Okay, that was from Haley, and then her second one says he's an 8, but he has an Impala. Like he drives an Impala.
I love her.
Well, she said, here's her exact wordage. He's an 8, but he has a Tame Impala. ... Like the car. Impalas aren't cute, so I'm gonna say you were an 8. Now you're like a
4.
You're like a 6 to me. Cars can be replaced.
Yeah.
And 8s are like looking in a mirror. So
Apparently.
so I'm not gonna hate on an 8 with a crappy car. Okay, let's see. He's a 10, but he thinks girls don't fart. Six?
7.
Yeah, he went down to like a 4 for me.
Yeah.
Because I would show him real quick that girls do fart. And then how you handle that life-changing information. Let's see where he'd go up on the scale, up or down from there. He was
Yeah.
like, wow, you're the most disgusting pig I've ever seen. And I'd be like, okay, obviously you're at a 0 now. And you aren't allowed to fart ever again either, then.
Yeah.
But if he's like, whoa, good one. Then I'm like, you're back at a 10.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Wait, I don't want to do this one to the last because it's my favorite one. Okay.
Okay.
He's an 8, but his favorite band is Nickelback. 4.
3.
4. Yeah, honestly, maybe 3. Yeah, because you're an 8. You're not even like the hottest person in the world. You're just an 8, and then you're like Nickelback. Look at this graph. You know the look at this graph?
Look at this graph. You should pause. Wait, I want to look this up after.
We showed that to my calculus teacher in high school. I literally like cried all day. I thought it was the funniest thing ever.
No, that's my
I was
favorite
like-
part of the internet. Those things that are so unfunny.
And it's just it's like when someone I think I said this in our last episode. It's like when someone's filming a documentary and they just like leave the camera on the person too long and they're just like done speaking. Like you get like 5 blinks in and they're just like looking to the distance. They're like, okay, just like look off. And they're like, that's him. And look at this graph.
Yeah.
He shows you the graph and then he's
Waiting for you to look at it.
Oh. I love how the light is like we're just using my window and the light is gone. It's going to be pitch black by the time we're done. Okay, let's look. The sun has set, guys. Okay. Yeah, so that went way down. Your favorite band can't be Nickelback. You can like a Nickelback song or something. It can be on the playlist. But if you're like, my favorite band is Nickelback, that's not okay. That's really not. Follow my Spotify, okay? We'll find you something else you like. Okay. He's a 9, but 2 inches shorter than you. As short girls, we can't have that. If you're a tall girl,
It's a 0.
it may not matter. But I'm saying, like, you're already, how tall are you?
I'm 5'1".
5'1". So you're going to date a guy that's 4'11"? It's not happening.
Nope.
Not happening. No. I'm only 5'5", so to date a guy that was shorter than me would be 5'3". That's a really short guy. That's like way below average. It's like if you're 5'11" and you're like, okay, I would date a guy that's 5'9". You don't have to prefer that, but I'm saying that's not shocking.
Yeah.
Like if you're already just like a below average size girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a not gonna happen for me. Mm-mm. I mean, it may not take you. What did I say? He started up as. He was a 9. Yeah, that you just went to like a 1. I don't want to give you a 0, but you can't help that you're short. But like, I'm not interested. You have to find a really tiny girl. Okay.
Agree.
Okay, I'm getting to the last 2 here. He is an 8, but he poops with the door open.
It depends on like you just met him and he does that, or
Yeah, let's pretend like it's just a thing that he does, and you realize after you get to know him that he poops with you've decided he's an 8, but now you've got to know him a little while, and now you've realized that he poops with the door open. You don't care. Not a care in the world for him.
maybe a 5
So from an 8 to a 5 because he poops with the door
Yeah.
open.
or a 6. I don't prefer it. It's
But
like not the worst thing.
Yeah, it's definitely worse if
Yeah.
he's 4'9" or 4'11".
Yeah, that's yeah.
No,
Yeah.
here's what I have to say: an 8 but poops the door open. You're staying at 8 for me.
I respect that.
I would poop with the door open. So, if you're an 8 to me, then you're an 8. Honestly, if you poop with the door open, I might even like you more. Because if you're really weird about it, like, don't come in, that will make me like you less. I'm like, come on, let me in there. I have something to tell you. Just leave the door open. It's fine. Anyway, so yeah, poops the door open. Unpopular opinion, but I'm fine with that. Like you said, though, I wouldn't want to like be on the first date with somebody and they poop with that would be
Yeah.
not okay.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, ew, that's weird. But like you're like dating, and you're like he poops the door open. I'm like, that's fine. Okay. He's a 9, but drives a jacked up diesel with truck nuts. Have you seen that?
Truck nut.
It's a thing they hook to the back of their truck and it looks like a ball sack. 0.
Why would anyone ever?
You have to come to my hometown.
I guess.
Is this gonna help?
Yeah,
if I
maybe
put the light
maybe I'm a harsh critic, but I think
on? Ooh, that's not it.
yeah, that's not it.
We're just going
That's more it.
Donnie
Yeah.
Darko mode. Yeah, so that's not okay. Guys, truck nuts aren't
No.
funny. Actually, they might be funny with you and your guy gang, but if you're
In
trying to
real life,
attract a girl, it's not cute.
No.
It's not cute. And I'm here to tell you as an 8 that truck nuts are a 0. And they're not going anywhere. They're not moving up the scale. They're staying at 0.
No.
Yeah. I mean, I might do it like one day to be ironic or something for like a bit.
Yeah.
Like
But
the
not,
big
like-
trucks guy.
Seriously.
But no. Like if you just have that on there because you're like, yeet, then you're, no, that's a no for me. Okay. Last but not least is my favorite one. He's a 9, but he kisses his parents on the lips.
I've learned about myself that everything gives me the ick, I think, today. But that, maybe I'm destined to be single because that's also a 0 for me.
Okay, but I'm sorry.
On the lips.
On the lips?
I don't think I did that when I was like a baby.
You kissed your parents on the lips when you were a baby?
No, probably not. Maybe.
Lies. I want the
like,
receipts.
Not past an old age at all.
No. Okay, also we're talking about a guy.
Yeah.
A boy kissing his parents on the lips? A grown man, actually. We're talking about, I'm 26 years old. You're what? You'll be 25 here in a couple
Yeah.
weeks. Yeah, I'm sorry. No 25, 26-year-old man is kissing any other adult on the mouth other than their girlfriend or boyfriend. Their significant other. That's really not okay. That's disgusting.
That's very disgusting.
Also, though, I have kissed Haley on the mouth.
Yeah, but you guys are girl sisters.
Yeah, we are girl sisters.
changes.
I would, yeah. Also, I'm doing it like, when I'm doing it, I know I'm being funny.
Yeah.
Like, I'm doing
You're
it not
not
as like, like, it's just the, yeah, it's not like the normal, like, night. It's like, bye, I love you, we're gonna kiss. And then we, like, kiss on the lips, like that, like a peck.
Yeah.
Even that's probably shocking, but I think it's funny, so I don't care.
No, it's not. I was just thinking.
But literally, I'm just imagining, like, literally, if I got to the point where I'm, like, meeting somebody's parents, I show up, they kiss their parents on the mouth. It's just, neither is okay. Like, a father and son is not okay to me, and neither is, like, people, they kiss their mom on the mouth.
No.
I'm like, oh, this is going to be a nightmare, mother-in-law. I can just tell you right now. If you're close enough, you're kissing on the mouth, you're definitely not cool with your son having a girlfriend or a wife.
No.
That's mommy issues right there. Mommy issues one-on-one if you
Yeah.
kiss your mom on the mouth.
Yeah.
The experts have weighed in, guys. And so maybe should I post these on when we post this episode, I'll post these as like a question on our
The story.
on our story or something so people could give
Yeah,
their
you
rating. I think
should.
that's so funny though. Okay, guys,
With
well,
like
thanks
a
for
little slider bar.
yeah, like one to that would be good. So that way people could see what like other people put too. That's a good idea. Anyway, thanks for joining us.
Thanks
If
for
I
having me.
make that TikTok, I'll post it on our page. That way you can see. Emily should make one too. I think that'd be funny.
I agree.
Yay! Maybe we'll go do that right now. Maybe we'll go call boys. Ew. But none that are icky. That's the rule to live by. No
There's the rule
icks
to live
around
by.
here. Okay, well, bye, guys. We're the girls of
The 90s.
90. Yeah, 90s right now. Girl of 95 and girl of 97.
Yeah.
All right, bye.